me now from the Boston Consulting Group is Partner Managing Director Shelly Trench. Shelly, thank you so much for joining me. When we look at the fourth industrial revolution and we hear this term kind of bandied around, bring us up to date and let people know when they think, what exactly is this? What do you perceive it to be?
For me, the Industrial Revolution is all about bringing together the physical assets that we have in the oil and gas industry, the biological assets, and this wealth of data that we've been collecting for years and years and not using. We know that somewhere between 2 and 8% of the data that we collect is used productively. So this revolution is really about how do we drive bottom line value or even total societal value by bringing together the benefits of the last 3 revolutions.
It does appear that the oil and gas industry has got very good at collecting the data. I think that one now they've got down to a fine art. But again, and what do you suggest? What's your advice to them in terms of what are they going to do with it? How can they use it better? And what do you think it will do? What will it offer to them? Hopefully value.
Yeah, I think there are 3 clear things that need to be done, maybe differently or enhanced in the sector. One is more centralized and integrated planning on the digital opportunity and on the artificial intelligence opportunity across companies. Because quite often what we see is that different business units embrace AI and embrace the revolution in a different way. The second, I think, is about us as a sector breaking free of the way we have done things in the past, which means finding new partnerships, partnering with companies like Google and Apple and Platinian and Gamma, which are not companies that have been our traditional partners in the past. And I think the third is embracing those employees that we know are at the forefront of embracing technology. So really bringing that, I would say, the millennials and all the generations, I think, together to be a part of capitalizing on this revolution that there is no way that we can avoid and that other sectors have already derived clear bottom line benefit from.
And in fact, what you mentioned there, I have noticed at some of the conferences, some I've done myself recently, where I had on my panel the designer of the cloud from Google.
Wow.
Yeah. So you can just imagine. And again, they're very excited, I think, about it. And also, I think it makes the profession for IT very exciting now, I think, where once these were the people who might have fixed our computers, they've got a seat on the board and they now actually probably have the keys to the kingdom. And how important is that IT, OT overlap that really has to merge together, I think, in many ways to make sure that the companies survive now?
I think it's critical. And it is as critical as other support functions are at this time. The IT-OT overlap, HR, finance, many of these supporting functions need to come together to really embrace the revolution together. In IT, to answer your question specifically, I think there are new opportunities and it's very exciting for IT to be more systematically integrated into strategy. So I think strategy is much more about, integrated strategy machines. Like very much in the past, we've used some analytics and we've used humans. But now it's saying, how do we marry between the predictive analytics of the machines and the intuitions of human, or the framing and the objective setting that we as humans and as managers and leaders are bringing to the table. So really marrying the benefits of both, I think, is where IT can really drive the value for the oil and gas sector.
And here at ADIPEC 2017, have you noticed a shift perhaps in the agenda in terms of what people are talking about? And even I find the look of some of the stands. I think we've already, within a year, jumped quite a way.
Definitely. The Boston Consulting Group did a study about, I think maybe about a year ago, and for approximately 70% of leaders, we saw that the digital revolution and the fourth industrial revolution was top of mind. And it is clear in all of the stands as we walk around ADIPEC. We're seeing robots, we're seeing a lot of sharing of algorithms. Very much in the past it was about the turbines and the compressors and the hard equipment. And the transition that we're seeing at ADIPEC right now is really how do we make all these things connect together in a way that's much more effective, which comes back to the point that I started with on, the physical and the digital and the biological really coming together in a way that's synergistic.